Hi guys, welcome to the replay. If you're catching me on replay, type in #replay. And if you're catching me live, be sure to type in the comments and let me know that you're here joining me. Say hello, tell me where you're from. Hey Kim, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Hello, hello. Hi friends, happy Friday. All right, it's just now showing me that we have notifications going out. Yay. Yay. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mount. It kind of had a bit of a a meltdown earlier today. Trying to make sure everything is tight and we don't drop again. Hi, Tam. Thanks for joining. Hello, hello. All right. Let's add a little extra light. Woo! Sorry about that. Gonna be playing with some chalk couture. Hey, hey! Sorry for the wobbling. Trying to make it not do that, but it is not cooperating. My stand is slowly sinking. I don't know what's making it do that. I've got everything tightened up. And yet it's like I can watch it and it's just going from like a 90-degree angle and it's slowly teetering down. That is not a good thing. So funny. Oh my goodness. I'm worried it's going to just keep going down. This is so funny. Y'all bear with me. I'm so sorry. This never happens. I had earlier today, I had the whole thing just kind of, one of the arms just kind of flopped down. And so I went and I was like, okay, it needs to be tightened up, and I'm tightening it up, and it's like, it's almost like it's stripped out, which doesn't make any sense because I'm looking at it and it's all together and there's nothing else I can tighten, and just kind of crazy. Just kind of crazy. No big deal. We just go with it. Oh my goodness, I'm ready to do some chalking. Who's ready to do some chalking? I am ready for some fun. I have 3 paste colors. I've got my board and base. I've got my fuzzing cloth. I have a mini, nope, not a mini, small squeegee. I've got the multi-tool and also stir stick. So I am set to go, and we are going to be opening up and playing with the Club Couture transfer for the month of March. Now, March is already here. If you signed up for Club Couture during the month of March, you're actually going to start in April, and this is not going to be the design you get. However, you can purchase this when you sign up. It's an add-on while supplies last. So keep that in mind. And if you haven't already signed up, go sign up. It is time to be in on this deal. It's $19.99. That includes your shipping, and you get a transfer and 3 paste packets every month. It's a mystery club, so you don't know what you're getting until it shows up in your door, but it ships out on the 5th of every month, and you get what you need to do a complete project. It's fantastic. It's a great price. So this month is Be Fabulous, so I'm going to pull it out, and the first thing that I'm going to do is grab my pen and write on the back of it, Be Fab, and Be Fab shadow, because that's what this is. This is the shadow to the words, which is really very clever. I'm going to write that on there. I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut this into 2 pieces. Now, the reason that we write on the back is so that we can know which one is the side that the carrier sheet, the side of the carrier sheet that your design goes back on. Because after you use this, you wash it, you let it dry, the sticky comes back, and you put it right back on the carrier sheet. It's ready to go for the next time. You can get between 8 and 12 uses out of these, more if you take care of them really well. I have not had any that I have only gotten 12 uses out of, and I use them all the time. Now, this is the board and base. It comes apart. You have the base, you have the board. It's a 5x7 board, and you can use it in a vertical or horizontal orientation. We're going to do vertical, so I'm going to put the base aside because we don't need that right now. And let's go ahead and get the transfer ready. Now, step 1, you do the shadow. Do the shadow first. So we're going to take the carrier sheet away from the actual transfer. So let me go ahead and grab a corner of this and get it started. I'm going to pull the carrier sheet just away from the design transfer and set that aside. And then I'm going to use my fuzzing cloth, and I'm going to go ahead and fuzz this up. Now, I'm doing this so that it picks up a little bit of fuzz on that adhesive back of the silk screen and makes it just a little bit easier to work with and get off of our project. I'm not too worried about it because I'm using a boutique board. The boutique board has a great finish on it, and I don't have to worry that it's going to really stick too much. Let's see, here we go. We're just going to go ahead and place this on, and I want it to be up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Well, I want it to be that far up, but I don't want it to be that far over. So I'm going to use the edge of the transfer to line up with the edge of the board. Maybe. Hey, Darla, thanks for joining. Oh, who is ready for the weekend? Who is ready to play with some creative elements? I am so, oh my goodness, you guys, I can't get it to stick down where I want it. You know, sometimes it just goes that way, right? It's because I have it so sticky still. That's okay. All right, so this is a huge open space, obviously. So what we want to do is we want to smooth it out. We want to make sure there's no air bubbles. Air bubbles are not our friend with silkscreen because that product is going to seek out that air pocket and it's going to distort the image. Now, that's not a huge deal with the way that this one is, but it is, it does matter. We do want it to be as smooth as we can possibly get it. So I'm seeing an air bubble. You guys might not be able to see that on screen, but I can see it in real life. So I'm just going to go again. Oh, sparkle stars, what a great idea. Well, I have an idea. We're going to try something today, and it's either going to be fabulous like this transfer, or it's going to be a flop, and we're going to try it out together. We're going to find out together. So, we're going to start like so. Get all the air bubbles out. I'm still seeing one. I'm down to 1. I had 3, so I'm feeling good about being down to 1. Just going to smooth it. Okay. I think that is that. Okay, so the first color I'm going to use, Raspberry Sorbet. Oh, so pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. So pretty. So pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take my stir stick. I'm going to give it a little stir. We want the consistency of cake batter or a yogurt. We want it to be thick, but we don't want it to be, look at how thick this is, where it's just hanging. And if I put it in a peak, it kind of does soft peaks. We don't want that. We need it to be a little thinner. So I'm going to take my spray bottle. This has distilled water in it, and I'm just going to give it a squirt. One little mist with the spray bottle. And I'm going to stir that up. There we go. Now we have a good consistency. Now it's coming off of there really well. Stir, stir, stir. Make sure it's nice and smooth, no lumps, not grainy. So good, so good. This stuff is just so luscious. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to take some on my stir stick and I'm going to just plop it down on the screen. I had a little fuzz, knock that out of the way, plop it down on the screen. I'm going to take my small squeegee and I'm just going to spread it out. This just not get easier, you guys. I'm telling you, Chalk Couture is such an easy product to use. They have the best designs. They have the best chalk paste. The ink is fabulous as well. And of course, you can use the ink with any of the designs if you want to have something be permanent. And if you want your chalkboard to be permanent, well, you've got a couple choices. If you want to make sure it's permanent, you do your chalkboard and then you spray it with clear sealant. But as long as you're not getting it wet, you're okay. It's staying on there until you take it off. And that is a good thing. All right. So I have it nice and covered. I wanted it to be kind of thick, and it is. And let's do the reveal and see if we got a nice clean transfer. We did. Oh, wait, did we? Oh, I missed a spot. I missed a spot, guys. Okay, I'm going right back down. I just didn't go over it with the chalk paste. Totally missed that little spot. Okay, let's do right there. Okay, now let's see again, slowly but surely. Okay, I like it. I can deal with that just perfectly fine. So now I'm going to set this back here and I'm going to take this design right this minute and I'm going to clean it. I know you guys are like, why are you cleaning it right now? Well, I am going to do something a little different, a little fabulous, if I do say so myself, or at least I'm going to try to have it be fabulous. And that is, we are going to add pattern to our shadow. Yeah, that's what I said. Pattern to the shadow. I just can't wait. So what I need to do to be able to be successful with adding pattern is I need to clean this off because we're going to use it again. So spray it down with water. Of course, it doesn't need to be distilled water, but that's what happens to be in my spray bottle, so why not? And I'm just going to go over this with a cleaning wipe. This is a disinfectant wipe. And I'm going to pick it up, get that out of the way. Set that to the side. I'm going to grab a clean towel. This is just a no big deal rag, towel, kitchen towel, something I do not care about at all. And get that, get our transfer on there. And I'm going to grab another cleaning cloth and I'm going to go over this sticky part where it is colored. And the reason I'm doing this is I want it to be a nice, crisp, clean look when I do the next part. And I don't want to have a chance of any of that color, that raspberry sorbet, I don't want to have a chance of that color bleeding with what I'm fixing to do. All right, so we're going to set that down. We're done with this. Put this out of the way. Clean my little fingers. You go, girl. You just don't even know. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let Facebook catch up with what I'm doing. And if you think you know what I'm fixing to do to this shadow, type it in the box because you might just get a prize. I don't know. If somebody guesses what I'm actually going to do, I might just have to give you a prize. Think fabulous. That's all I can say. All right, while this is drying and while you guys are thinking, what am I going to do? I know you can see I have 3 colors here. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit this with the heat gun. I'm going to dry it a little bit. Not buffalo plaid. It's a good choice. It's a little big for this one, for me anyway. All right, come on and dry. Dry, dry, dry. Yeah, it goes from being a little bit shiny to being a matte finish when it dries. But as you can see with this pink, this raspberry sorbet that's got this bright pink color, it actually changes the color a little bit. Ooh, flowers would be pretty. Oh, I didn't think of flowers, Tam. I may have to do flowers on something else. That's not what I've got going. What a good idea. Hope you guys can see this pink. It doesn't look like it's showing up too great at this moment. It's getting a little more chalky, a little more intense in color. That's what I want. Now, you don't have to use a heat tool. You can use a hairdryer, or if you don't even have a hairdryer, you can just let this sit until it's completely dry. But you do want it to be completely dry before you do the next layer. That part is important. Okay, it looks even. Happy with that. Happy, happy, happy. Okay, now we're going to let this come back to room temperature because I really heated it up. And we want to, we don't want to put the transfer down on top of there until it's completely back to room temperature. So, all right. Well, nobody has guessed. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what color I'm going to do. And that is gold shimmer. Gold shimmer. So what could I possibly be putting with gold shimmer and pink to make it look fabulous? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to take this wood grain right here and I'm going to turn it sideways and I'm going to zebra it up. That's it. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to take my silkscreen off of the backer and I'm going to lay it on top of my board and give it a nice little press. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I'm going to take the Be Fabulous, the shadow. I know, right? Okay, I got to make sure that I can see this good. So I'm going to take the Be Fabulous shadow and oh goodness, can I see it good? I may have to do it backwards. I don't know. I think it's going to work. I think we're going to have success. Well, I did try to line it up with the side on purpose. So let's just start there. Get it lined up at the bottom, lined up at the side. Go across the top. Okay, so I have 2 layers of silkscreen, one on top of the other. What's going to happen is the gold is going to go through this big layer and it's going to hit our pattern. And then the pattern is going to block some of it off so that it doesn't all show up. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. I hope this works. I hope this works, guys. All right, I'm going to take a mini squeegee. I'm going to grab some of this luscious, beautiful, gorgeous gold shimmer. And I'm just going to apply it right over the top of my pink. Oh my goodness, I hope this works. I am so excited to see the outcome of this. Okay, here we go, here we go. And of course, I could have just put some on the transfer and smoothed it around. I don't have to be doing it, dipping into the jar. I'm just doing it that way. No big deal. You get it onto your transfer however you like. This does use a little bit more paste because it's going all the way through the silkscreen. through the first silk screen into the second color, but I am okay with that. I also want it to be a little thicker on top of the pink so that the pink isn't really shining through. Let's see, let's make sure to get all of the edges. I don't want to have any oopsies there. Pick up the excess. There's a lot of excess. Still a lot of excess. Okay. All right. So we're going to take the first transfer off. Oh, it didn't quite line up perfect. That's okay. I'm not going to stress on that. Okay, I'm going to take the shadow part off and I'm just going to lay it aside. Now I'm looking at the zebra part. Okay, I'm very carefully, I'm going to go over the parts that don't look like they really covered in the pink. Like I can see some shimmer, but I still see a lot of gold. I'm sorry, a lot of pink coming through that gold. I really want to see gold there. So I'm just going to be careful and go up to the edge. I can always clean this up with a Q-tip if I get it over the edge. So I'm not terribly worried. Let's see, let's go at the top. Oh goodness, this is so cute. I hope it looks as cute as I think it's going to when we do the reveal. I don't know why I'm not using my multi-tool, just because my thinking cap is busy trying to put gold on here. I'm going to use the multi-tool to spread it. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So much easier. You guys, oh, so good. It's so good. All right. I'm picking up the excess. Okay, let's see this thing. Are we ready? Oh, please work, please work. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. In all things, yes. Look at that. Oh my gosh, you guys. Yep, done. I'm just done. That is just blowing me away. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, so let me get this set aside. And we're going to dry. First things first, dry. I'm trying to get ahead of myself, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to show you in the light, in the better light. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to dry it with the heat tool. So here we go. A little loud for a minute. Wow. Wowzer is right. Oh my goodness. This is just turning out so good. Okay. Now, gold shimmer, you cannot tell when it's dry by waiting for it to be matte looking because it's not going to be matte looking. It's shimmer. So we just have to kind of chance it. All right. The wood grain is available for purchase. I believe they're called pattern blocks, and it's one of the 18 by 18. I want to say that it's size C. It's the same size as the buffalo plaid, and you get 4 designs on that one transfer. You get the wood grain, which, you know, I'm going to affectionately refer to as zebra from now until the end of time because I like zebra. And it works. Hello. It works. You get some small polka dots. You get these gorgeous flowers that I didn't even think about using, and they would look great with this too. And you get like little plus signs, little crosses or hashtags. Not really hashtags, but little crosses marks all over. I need to do that one and see how it turns out, because I'm just not sure. I'm not sure on that one. I haven't tried it yet. All right, so I have a Q-tip and a little bit of water, no big deal. And I'm going around the edges here where I went over just to do a little bit of cleanup. And it's lifting up just fine. I'm going real slow about it because I want to make sure that I'm not taking off any of the actual design element that I need to leave there. But I do want to clean up the area. So that's that. And I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to take my multi-tool and just wipe it off with my disinfectant cloth. No big deal. Set that aside. And let's grab another mini squeegee. Yay. Okay, grab the fuzzing cloth one more time while we're letting this dry all the way. We're going to take the Be Fabulous. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take it, get it started, remove the carrier sheet from the actual design, and then we're going to fuzz it up. Now, I could have put the cross marks, the marks to line this up. I could have gone ahead and done that. I didn't. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking, let's get some pink on there. So I'm going to have to eyeball getting this just where I want it to be. But I'm not super worried about it because I think that it's going to line up pretty good with the edges. And I'm going to fuzz this a bunch. Actually, I'm going to use the terry cloth side so I fuzz it a little more. And the reason that I'm fuzzing this a lot is because I do not want this outside adhesive to pick up my background. Okay. Set that aside and let's line this up. Okay. So, like so. Go in, go down, line up the edge, it's nice and straight, go across. Okay, okay, next step, we're going to take the white. Ooh, I just made a mess with my white. Goodness gracious. We're going to grab the multi-tool and give it a stir. Oh, we're going to give it quite a stir. Stir, stir, stir. All right. All right, it's got good consistency. I have way too much on my multi-tool just from stirring it, so I'm just wiping that excess right back into the jar. Then I'm going to pick some up with my multi-tool, and I'm going to go right down on top of the silkscreen. And I'm going to put it on thick. Really, really thick. I can feel that texture underneath the words. It's awesome. Okay. Fantastic. And I'm going to grab another small squeegee. This is a mini. And I'm going to pick up the excess and go back in the jar with it. Get a little chunk. Go. Now, what I want to see, I want to see the white shining through the silkscreen. I want it to be thick enough that the pattern does not show through. So I'm going to leave this thicker than I normally would. Where I'm seeing pattern, I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit back to it. I don't want to see that pattern shining through. I want this to be a solid white so that it really shows that our pattern is in the shadow. Hope that makes sense. Yes. Good, good, good. Thank you, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. Okay, it didn't work how I thought it was going to work, but I don't hate it. Actually, I kind of like it a lot. Oh my goodness. I could never in a million years have predicted that it would do that. I don't even know why it did that, but I don't care. I'm kind of loving it. So it picked up not the pink, but it picked up the gold. And I don't understand that because it picked it up in the silkscreen area. You can see through the silkscreen how it did, but I really like it. That would be a fabulous shirt. Ta-da-da! I'll be here all week. Love it, love it. Okay, so it pulled it off where the silkscreen. I don't know why it did it, but I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Okay, so I'm going to put this up. I'm going to set my silkscreen aside. I don't need either one of them. Let me grab it. Got those set aside. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I see one little spot that needs to be cleaned up. I don't know, Tam. I don't know why it did it, but I like it. You know, the thing is, I probably couldn't duplicate that if I wanted to, because it didn't come up where the adhesive was. It just came up where the design was. So I'm getting the little area that kind of went over the edge because of how I had it lined up. Totally because of where I did and did not line things up. That is okay. I like how it looks. Got a little bit of the gold shimmer over here on the edge that I don't want to be there. And it's just on this one edge, so that is easy. And same thing down here. There's one little spot. That's just not as crisp as I want it to be. So I'm just cleaning that up. Bam. 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 Done. Done. Stop touching it. Done. Oh my goodness. You guys, be fabulous. Can you see that shimmer? Holy moly. What do you think? What do you think? Are you going to try it? Is this one that you would like to see done? You want to do it in another design? Like we want to try it with the flowers? What do you think? Comment below if you want to see it with the flowers. Maybe we need to do another one. Maybe. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's so pretty, you guys. It's so pretty. I hope it looks as good on the screen as it does in person. Okay, all right, so what do I need to get my little hands on? Let's see. Let's see what I can get my little hands on. Let's set this one aside so that it dries. So I'm actually going to stand it up in the stand and just set it right here to the side. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing to save us time, and that is I'm gonna do the entire background in gold shimmer. That way I'm not gonna need to clean the transfer yet again. So I'm gonna leave that as it is. I'm gonna clean this one that says Be Fabulous. So let's get our water bottle. There we go. And I have my little board eraser that I've cut in half. I'm just going to go over it because I let that dry on there. So this is really going to help me get it out of the silk screen. Woo. Juggling it. All right. And then I have my disinfectant cloth. So I'm just going to go over the top of that. Like so. And pick it up. Dry off my mat. Put my little towel down. I'm going to grab another disinfectant wipe, a clean one, and I'm going to go over the back because it's really important that we have that clean and free of color. Even if I do white for the color again, we need it to be free of color all over the sticky area. Otherwise, it's just going to go and it's going to make a mess, and we don't want it to make a mess. So there we have that. Set it aside. Let it dry sticky side up. Okay, now I've got to grab the flowers, so I'll be back. Here is my container with, it is called pattern blocks. It is my container that they come in, the plastic. That's just how I store them. I have them inside of there hanging up, and so far that works for me. So here's our flowers. And we've used the flowers, so I believe they are already marked. Yes, okay. Ah! Okay, we're going to need to have some decisions. Oh my goodness. First thing that I need to do is find a board to do this on. So let me see what I've got close at hand. All right. I have a little off-brand chalkboard that happens to be right here next to me. So it's out of my stash. It's also a 5x7. This I'm just going to use in place of the board and base because I don't have another board and base readily available. So I'm just going to use this one. Dry, dry, dry. And let's see. Back looks good. So I'm going to start with Shimmer. Line the edge up. Getting the air bubbles out. Okay, gold shimmer. Here we go. Let's do it. Let's do this thing. Oh my goodness, you guys. This gold shimmer is just so incredibly beautiful. I thought I liked bling and glitter, and I got this, and it's like, are you kidding me? I need this level of shimmer on every single thing that we have. Like, seriously, just, yes, I just need it. I love it. Love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, nice and covered. I see a couple of air bubbles, so I'm hoping that this is going to give us a clean transfer. If not, we'll just clean it up. No big deal. Actually, I see some lines, so I'm going to knock the lines down. Okay, all good. Here we go. Not what I want it to be. Okay, well, live and learn. Clean the transfer. Don't take a shortcut. Easy enough. We're just going to clean this off. And first, I'm just going to go over it with the squeegee because I have a lot of paste on there. So I'm just going to grab that excess paste and go right back in the jar. No big deal. Then I'm going to clean it up. Just keeping the overspray from getting everything else wet. This is another disinfectant wipe. It just dried too much inside that silk screen, so we didn't get a nice clean transfer. And if it had been clean on the edges and not on the inside, I totally would have left it because I kind of like how it looks on the inside, but the edges are not clean at all. It's funny, this is a cleaner look than that was. So, we just fix it. No big deal. No big deal. That is one of the things that I love about these products. They're completely forgiving. They are easy to do over if you need to do over. And, you know, I don't do over very often, so feeling pretty good about that. So we'll get that dried off. I'm going to take our cloth. Ooh, it's stuck to me. All right. The shimmer is still showing in there, and that is really okay. It's not going to hurt anything. All right. Let's wipe off this board. Stick with me now. Stick with me. What color do you want to see the flowers on top of the gold? Do you want me to do the flowers in white? That would be kind of striking. Or give me another color. I have all my colors right here next to me, so easy to grab one and prep it. Oh my goodness, so pretty. It's so pretty. White would be good. All right, I like white. Okay, let's try this again. Feeling for air bubbles. Want a good seal around the edges. Okay, back to the gold. Here we go. Back to the gold. It's just so pretty. All right, I'm picking up the excess. I'm getting the excess on the board. Sometimes I just make a mess. You guys, I am messy. You know what? Crafting is messy, and that's all right. I don't mind it. If I'm creating something and I get a little messy, no big deal. Especially with this stuff because it's so easy to clean up. So easy. All right, let's see if we got a clean edge. We do. We do. All right, let me set this aside. Awesome. Cleaning my fingers up a little bit. And let's see. Get a little smudge right on the edge where I went completely off of the transfer. And now I'm going to dry it with the heat tool. Okay, while that is coming up to room temperature, coming back to room temperature, I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth and I'm going to prep the flowers because that is going to be next. So same thing, we're going to take the flowers, we're going to take the backer sheet away from the design. That gives us more control. It also reduces static electricity, so you're less likely to have the design fold over on itself. And you want to try to avoid it folding over on itself if you can. If it does and it happens to stick together, you can just use water to take it apart gently. Sometimes you can just very easily pull it apart without it stretching, but if it's giving you any resistance, go ahead and pop it in water. It's just the safe way to go. Just room temperature or cool water, not hot. All right, easy peasy. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's going to be so cute. Okay, and we're going to come back. I really can't see it this time because of the gold shimmer. Can't see through it. You guys, I'm going to have to clean this off. There's just no way. So let's do it. Let's just clean it off real quick. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to see to match it up and keep it from going outside of the lines. And that's kind of the purpose. You want to do a double layer of silkscreen so that you can get that crisp look of your edges, but you can also get the pattern inside. So I'm just going to clean it off real quick. Okay. And we're going to use, what are we going to use? Let's use this towel to clean up our work mat. Good. And we're going to put it down like so. And I still see some of that first print, some of that first pattern. So I'm going to grab another disinfectant wipe, and I'm just going to go over the silk screen one more time. One more time, one more time. Easy peasy, especially on the edges, because again, the edges is where we want to get a nice crisp line. Ooh, it stuck to me, good. All right, nice crisp line. So making sure that those are cleaned up. Everywhere where I can still see that original pattern, just going over it again because it's dried in there. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to let this dry just for a second. We don't want it to be wet when it goes onto the top part of the design. We don't want it to be wet because that can distort things. And that's the whole idea. We don't want to distort things. Okay. So we're at the edge. Looks good, looks good. Got a little air bubble. Okay. All right, air bubbles are gone, so that's good. Let's grab the white and a mini squeegee. Let's paste it up. Paste it up. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so pretty. Damn, I love this idea. Do you have any patterns, Tamitha? Like, you know what would be fabulous? Fabulous in my... Okay, I'm just being ridiculous with the fabulous word now. But what would be great is if you had the honeycomb from the bee's knees. If you had the honeycomb and you could do the honeycomb design on top of this, and you could go ahead and do your bee fabulous and add your extra E in there, that would be so cute. Okay, I'm doing it thick. I want it thick on purpose. All right, we're going to take, well, I see around the edges, I don't feel like it's enough of a crisp edge, so I'm going to do that a little bit more. Just a little more, just on the edges. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to pull it up. More edges down here at the bottom. Needs to be a little more crisp. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to set this one down next to me. And I'm going to take my small squeegee that I'm making a mess with, and I'm going to get that excess off of here. And I'm going to go back in the jar with it, because it's perfectly usable paste. So, fantastic. There's that. We're done with this one, so I'm going to set it aside. Ta-da. Okay. Now, some of these spots I still can see through a little bit, so I'm just going to go right over the top. not the whole thing, just in spots, and smooth it out. So I want to have a little bit crisper of a look. Oh yeah. Okay, now I'm taking the excess. Go right back in the jar with it, knock down any lines that are showing up, and let's reveal this thing. Oh, okay. Flowers is amazing. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Oh, Tam, what a good idea. Tamitha for the win. Oh my goodness. I totally love this. I totally love this. Amazing. Amazing. Yep, I'm going to have to sell these finished pieces. I don't usually sell my finished pieces. I gift them or I redo them. I just, okay, we're done. So we're going to wash it off and use the board for something else. Nope, I think this one is going to go up for sale. Yep, this is too cute. Too cute. Look at this. Oh my goodness. On top of that gold, that is so good. It's so good. Okay, tell me a color that you want the Be Fabulous to be in. We don't want it to be in black, white, or gold, but it can be in just about any other color. So I have most of them. Let me know which one you think you'd like to see it in. That is incredible. Incredible. And while I'm letting this, I'm going to go ahead and dry this while I'm waiting to hear what you guys want to see for color. So I'm going to hit it with the gun one more time. It's going to be a little loud. Okay. Ooh, teal. I love that idea. Let's do some teal. All right, this is going to come back up to room temperature. And while that's happening, let me go ahead and find what teal do we want to use. Okay. Okay. Let me see what I have over here. Yeah, that is really close. Let's see. What do I have over here? Yes. Oh, that one's dried up. Maybe not. Okay. I'm going to go with Cool Breeze. What do you think of that teal? Let me know, Tam. Oh, a darker color like yellow. I don't know. I'm thinking I really like the contrast of teal with the gold. That is intriguing to me, but it's getting the right teal. This one is Cool Breeze. I also have Couture teal. Perfect. Okay. All right. Let's open it up and let's grab what do I want to grab? I'm going to grab a stir stick. Yes, stir stick. Okay, and I'm going to stir. Cool Breeze. It is just a little bit lighter than Couture teal. Just barely. And it's so pretty. So pretty. Okay. This is the part that makes me nervous. How do we want to do this? Let's go first to the edge, and then oh, I gotta go from this edge. Okay. I know the top, we should be right on the edge, right there. Okay. Okay. Yep, I think that's good. All right, let's get the air bubbles out. Now, the Be Fabulous is distressed. You guys should know that ahead of time because it isn't going to come out perfect only because it's already naturally distressed by the way the transfer is made. So let me grab another small squeegee and let's put our Cool Breeze on the Be Fabulous. And let's move it around over that silk screen. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. I can see that the white is going to show through a little bit, but I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to look, I think you're going to want it to show through a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay, the excess is back in the jar. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, wait. I think I like it. I think it's good. I was really worried that I was too far off with the bee, but looking at the rest of it, I'm not. It works. It totally works. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this, guys. How great is that? I'm trying to get it in a good place that y'all can see. Oh my goodness. Tamitha for the win. Girl, such a great idea. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Fabulously amazing. Awesome. That is right. Thank you so much for suggesting that. What a good call. I love the colors. Love how it turned out. You can see the flowers through the Fabulous, but not so much that it takes away from the wording. It's just good. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up. We have been on for an hour, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up, clean up my mess, and get ready for my next project. I hope y'all will join me again soon. And remember, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.